Hello and welcome! I am Arumba. Thank you for joining me. This is episode 171 of Let's Play the Prince and the Thane Mod for Crusader Kings 2. And where we left off last, we're fighting the Aztecs. Super excited because all things look good. We are no longer crashing the game. And we do have to deal with this 253,000 death stack that just does not seem to want to split. So, 10 January of the year first, 1. I don't think that's correct. I'm going to salt this because I want the money. But these ones, I'm going to have them pull back to the boats. And I need to keep on ferrying men around. So I'm going to allow these men to just sort of hang out in Brittany. But these 400 boats are going to head up here to gather some of the armies that are up here. These boats, for instance, why don't you guys stay there? You can stay there. We'll use these boats to pick up these 14,000 or so men. And yeah, I'm just going to have to continue to consolidate. Let's head to Dyfed. Really good. I'm going to have to get as many men there as possible, because currently we have 500,000 raised. And here's my plan now. I know I've been talking about plans and haven't really been able to act on them quite yet, but is that a coastal province? Apparently it is. 24,000 is the limit there. Okay, why don't you pick up these guys instead? Send that army over here as well. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to continue to just get men close. And then, since I don't actually have enough boats to do what I really want, which is to just dump, 400,000 men right on their army and just beat them outright, I'm going to have to take about 175,000 men, the absolute most I can fit on the boats. I'm going to suffer a little bit of attrition at sea, but what's interesting is the attrition is actually less at sea than it is on land. And here's the reason why. It's kind of strange. At sea, you have a flat 15% attrition modifier just for being at sea. Apparently there's already some men on these boats as well. Let's have them go to here. Right, so 15% flat modifier, so a 15% reduction in troop count per month. When you're on land, let's take like, say, I think right down here we had one that was actually suffering attrition. It's 0.1% per month, right? The monthly attrition is 0.1%. The supply is 24,000. The current troops in province is 24.2. The maximum it could lose would be 15% per month. And it's not very much. But what ends up happening is that if you are significantly over the attrition limit by like an extra 50%, like if I had 50,000 men here, that attrition cap increases, and it could be 60% attrition. So we'll lose a lot more men being on land than we would at sea. So I'm just going to have to, kind of get a layout like this with tons of men, like 24,000 on every province. He's going to come and just instantly slaughter one. I'm going to pounce all of them onto that single battle and then dump 175,000 men from the boats. And actually, I have the ability to raise more boats. I want to know where they are. Where are these boats that I cannot raise? 278 extra boats. Could use those. And if I really had to, I think there are still boat mercenaries. Are there not? Nope, apparently not. And of course we've got holy orders, which I'd consider raising if they weren't so far away. So, alright, so these armies will just continue to stockpile in Brittany. These armies feel pretty good about. Let's have them combine. And we'll let time start to tick. Now hopefully we don't lose this stack of 9,000 men already. April 29th. No, we'll be able to get away. Good. And let's now dump them here. That one actually can hold that whole army. Okay. So henceforth this army is one stack. And we'll have them hang out over in Tortusa. This army, I'm actually going to do don't you all just hop on the boats real quick? Don't really care about what's going on over in Hungary. Let's take that back, but I got some money from it. Not that money really matters anymore. Let's take you to Barcelona. The next army can join them. And the third army can go to Girona. Now, shoot, see, monthly attrition 18.7. And that's because they're way over the pop. There's currently 42,000 with a supply of 24. They're not gonna, that's 10 days. Okay, I want to combine these two armies and have you get back on the boats for just a second. Hopefully they don't suffer attrition while this army's on its way. 21. There we go. Okay, there's 40,000 men that are safe and will just hang out here. Now these armies can support 24,000 in this province. So how about you guys head that way? Seems like 24 is like the magic number, the most I can possibly have in a lot of these counties. This is all hostile, so I've got to keep it even smaller. 19, 21, 21, 12. Just need to siege that. Okay, so 19 if I siege them. Okay. That looks like a regular retinue. Or rather, regular levy. Okay, so 15. I sent boats up here, didn't I? I did. Wonderful. This is the last time I hope to micro this way. So we need 25. That'll do. Okay, so this boat is ready to go. Let's have them come down to, I think one of these counties was 24. I've already used it. I don't want to do it too close to him. $26. That's further though. It's further away. 13,000. How about these 13,000 go here? And I'll use that 24 stack county for this army. Even though by the time it gets there it won't be that many. So you go drop off there. Okay, and we've got one more set of boats that can take a pretty large army. I was going to take these guys. $13,000 stack can probably go to here pretty safely. These boats, who are you going to pick up? Looks like you get to pick up all the rest. Whatever's left. Just have all of you go there. Okay, now we need to swing by this little bay and pick up these armies. Skagerrak. Now I'm not actually paying attention to the Aztec army right now. Hopefully they aren't doing anything crazy. I don't think they are, because they seem to just be content to, never mind. They're working their way up to Thurs. Okay, well apparently they do want to be a little bit aggressive. These armies I feel like are pretty safe though, so let's take these boats and go pick up more of the armies from this side of the map. These 14,000 I can probably stack up on top of this. That would take it to 21 or so. Minus attrition should be okay. I actually might need these boats here. Or you know what I'm going to do? I'm actually going to do this. Let's break off. Let's take these 491 boats down this way. And then take these 80 boats and use them to pick up this army. Oh yeah, he's well on his way. Shit. Shit, shit, shit. July 19th, that's 5 days from now. I can't even escape with this army. Well, let's put some good commanders in charge and hope that they can take out a few men. What I was hoping to do was to get this army down here in order to distract him again. Hey, we've captured somebody. Captured a couple people, in fact. These 100 boats don't have enough space to actually do anything useful. Okay, and that battle started and already won. Look at the instantaneous morale. It's just done. They lost a lot of men. 2, 4, 7, or about 8,000 men in one day. Makes sense. Totally historical. Leading the center. He is a good commander, man. And he's an organizer. Well, we can't stand for that. You know what? I think it's time we take out some of these amazing commanders that he seems to have materialized out of nowhere. Holy warrior, inspiring leader. Ah. Assassinate. 30% chance. Die. There goes one. Money well spent. They're still going to win this battle, of course, but those guys were insane. I mean, they were really good fighters. Okay, this army's already dropped its men off, so how about you guys go join up here. These guys are getting on the boats. Yep, we lost that battle. That's probably a little bit of war score for them. Curious to see who they put in charge of the army now. I'm just going to keep on doing that. I'm going to assassinate every commander that I ever see, ever. Oh, right, and then this army we'll take and try to distract them down here in the south again so they leave the armies of Brittany alone, so I can use that as a staging ground. Where are you going? We'll arrive in Thurs. Okay, yeah, he's on his way back. Good. That's exactly what I wanted. Okay. 21,000 men. Okay, so these boats are going to drop off here. These boats are going to reroute instead to here. Okay, getting close. This is probably going to, I mean, I hate doing this kind of shit, quite frankly. Got all this power, and it's just not usable. But it's probably going to take me a few episodes to get all of the men over there. Take all these guys, that'll be 22,000. They can go there, that's fine. And are you guys heading over eventually, kinda, sorta? Good. Go to Beirut. Okay, I'm gonna wrap this one up here. In the next video, we'll continue to consolidate armies, get men closer, and here comes the big fleet, 450, 490 boats. And I'm gonna keep bouncing him back and forth, trying to keep his army from attacking my staging ground. And as soon as we get enough men, and I continue to assassinate his commanders, I think we'll be able to break this invasion. So thanks so much for watching. We'll see you soon.